Okay, I am hoping that this video is going to be better than the last one because I had to take that one down. If this is going to be my first YouTube video, I want it to be at least halfway decent. Couldn't even hear my voice on the other one, so I'm going to go a little louder. So welcome, my name is Marie, and I am starting a channel on gentle reality transurfing based on this book by Vadim Zeland, or Vadim Zeland again. If I've mispronounced the name, I apologize. Reality Transurfing, Steps 1 through 5. This is a marvelous book. And the purpose of this channel is to go on a reality transurfing journey together to review and discuss reality transurfing techniques and concepts, and hopefully to transform lives. I call this channel Gentle Reality Transurfing because I want to go gentle, friendly, and soft with it. I put out a video of this and I was too soft. My voice was too soft. But anyway, I put life is complicated enough, which it is. So I want to go soft. So let's go to the next page. So my upcoming videos today, we're going to review terminology that is unique to reality transurfing and discuss. And then I want to read from this book, Chapter 13, or parts of Chapter 13 of Reality Transurfing, Coordinating Intention. And then I want to read and discuss Chapter 18, The Mirror World, and review techniques and practices of reality transurfing in a future video. Transurfing, not transferfing. Huh. Okay, now that was a mistake. Sorry. Okay. But in order for me to do this, the coordinating intention, I wanted to review the terminology so that is unique to reality transurfing so that you'll understand the Chapter 13. So what is reality transurfing? This is focused on energy, physics, and quantum-based science. And it involves daily immersion and practice to transform your life. It doesn't involve any extra things like crystals or psychics. It doesn't have astrology or meditation. It doesn't use any of that stuff because it's all science-based. The author says, he mentions reality transurfing focuses exclusively on the well-being of the individual, which is you, me. It's nothing to do with families or groups or communities. It's all about the person, the individual. So now we're going to go into the terminology. Okay. These are the terms that are used in the book. In the book between chapters 1 through 12 or 1 through 11. Actually, I'm sorry, in the entire book. Alternative space. Alternative space stores scripts of all possible events, serves as a template or coordinate grid for the movement of all matter in time and space. It is a material information structure. It contains information about everything that ever has been, is, and ever will be. It is an information field or energy matrix, a template for what things could be like. And a lifeline is the sectors of the alternative space of a person's destiny. A script is the path that matter moves along, and the scenery is an external form of a phenomenon. That is what is said there. I could do a diagram here, and I'm going to take this book and just put it aside for a minute. The alternative space would be, where is it? Not sure. It could be, the alternative space could be anywhere. And so we'll call this like the alternative space. Lifelines Oh, excuse me. Lifelines. These are the lifelines. This is the alternative space. And he said the lifelines are sectors of the alternative space of a person's destiny. And they go on and on and on forever and ever and ever and ever. They just continue. And he also mentions that if an event occurs that changes the scripts and sceneries, destiny takes a turn and shifts to another lifeline. So a pendulum, hope you can see this, I'll move this a little closer. A pendulum is any structure whose particular features were created by collective thought energy. The more people, or adherents, he calls them adherents, that feed the pendulum with their energy, the more powerful it sways. So the wave of fortune is an energetic structure or set of circumstances favorable to you personally. And now we go into the other things. Excess potential is created by mental energy when too much importance is given to a particular object. Law of balance or balance forces, whenever there is excess potential of any energy form, balance forces emerge to correct the imbalance and eliminate excess potential. The law of balance is primary. Importance arises when something is attributed excess meaning. Importance is the most common cause of excess potential. Inner importance or personal importance represents an overestimation of your own virtues or shortcomings. Outer importance is created when a person attributes huge meaning to an object or event taking place in the external world. We're going to stop here for a few minutes, while I do a diagram about what we just heard. Okay. All right. So, let me grab this really quick. And then we can get started here on trying to explain this phenomenon here. Okay, I hope that you can see this. Okay. So, taking the terminology that we have already discussed, we're going to go through this together. This is today. Okay. Okay, this right here is you. All right. Now, these over here are your goals. Now, let's, you can do any goal. Like, let's say you have a goal of a beautiful house. Okay, there's trees, there's a pool right here. It's $1 million house. You want this house. This is your goal. Then we have a goal of, you can also have a goal of traveling, travel. You can also have a goal of your dream job. Could be like you want to be a singer. You want to be a painter. You want to be a photographer, goes around the world and photographs things. Whatever your goal is, it's your dream goal, your dream job. So here's you, here's your goals. Or you can have one goal or two. But what are you saying? You're saying, I really want this house. This is the house I want. Want. I need that house. Need. Oh, if only I could get that house, my life would be so much better. Desire. Longing. Right? I hope you can see this. I want it now. I want this now. Impatience. You're anxious. Right? So, gosh, I wish I could. Here, let's move this over here for a minute. Okay, so this right here is excess potential. Okay, this is excess potential. And it's because you have attributed outer importance to your goals. And what happens is balanced forces come in, they swoop down, balanced forces, they swoop down and they go, nope, thank you, bye, sorry. And so all this mental energy that you were exerting towards your goal or goals is gone. So now you have nothing to connect yourself with your goal. And meanwhile, in the alternative space, nothing is coming there. So let's go 5 years in the future. Okay, so now 5 years later, right? Here you are, you. I drew a bigger you this time. There's you. Okay, here are your goals. You've got your goal of your beautiful house with your pool and just beautiful house, $1 million house. You got your goal of traveling. This is supposed to be a globe, not a baseball. Gosh, I can't even draw. Okay, and then you've got your dream job. Could be like, I don't know, you want to be like a singer, you want to be a writer, you want to be a photographer, you want to be a painter, whatever your dream job is, that's down there. Okay, so here's you. This is 5 years later. You're saying to yourself, I have been concentrating on this for 5 years. Why haven't I gotten this yet? Anger, discouragement. I really want that. Again, want, need, and then maybe you say, well, maybe I can't have that. Maybe that's why I'm not getting that. Doubt. And then you say, I'm really sad. I'm super depressed because I haven't gotten this. Sadness, depression, and again, you got the longing, you got the desire, So all of this is excess potential. Okay. Because you're still attributing outer importance to these three things. And so balanced forces are going to come swoop in. Balanced forces are going to come down and they're going to go, oh, Nope. That's what they're going to go. So now the mental energy that you've been exerting towards your goals still is going to be gone. And now you're back to square one. Now you're back to the very beginning. So I hope that you can see that there. Okay, and now we'll go back to this here. So again, and then we can review this one more time here. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. So excess potential is created by mental energy when too much importance is given to a particular object. And that was what we discussed. And then the law of balance, and whenever there is excess potential of any energy form, balance forces emerge to correct the imbalance and eliminate the excess potential. The law of balance is primary. And again, I have to excuse myself for 1 second. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Darn it. Sorry. Okay. Excuse me. I apologize. So they're saying excess potential is created by mental energy when too much importance is given to a particular object. There's your excess potential, and there are your goals. And then the law of balance, we already discussed that. Okay. Now let me just double check to make sure that this is focused. Yep, so that you could see this. Okay. And then we already discussed inner and outer importance. Here's your outer importance. And that's down there and down here, outer importance. And so then going on to the next part is in induced transition, is the phenomenon of being drawn further towards a pendulum vortex, which can be described as an induced transition to a lifeline, where the adherent becomes the victim of a destructive pendulum. And again, adherent means like a person. And you know, the pendulum is like a, you can call it a bundle of thought energy, or you can call it something separate. But an induced transition is accompanied by a negative event in a personal life layer. So then you get this. This is the pendulum. This is the pendulum. So now we get to how to correct it. Okay. Intention is the readiness to act, the resoluteness in the decision to have and act. I'm going to pull this up a little bit here. Okay. Intention focuses on the process of achieving the goal. Intention is realized via action. Intention is the driving force that transforms sectors of the alternative space into physical reality. Okay. Inner intention is the concentration of attention on the process of moving towards the goal. Outer intention is extending the action of intention to the external world. Outer intention works to choose lifelines in the alternative space. I'll move this a little bit here, if I can, somehow. Okay. Outer intention simply chooses a certain alternative. Simply claim the possibility of what you deem necessary dispassionately and unconditionally. Outer intention is the concentration of attention on how the goal is realized of its own accord. Outer intention simply allows the goal to realize itself. Outer intention does not hurry to achieve the goal, as it is already a done deal. The fact that the goal will indeed be achieved is neither doubted, nor discussed. Be unremitting, cool-headed, and detached. Outer intention is the manifest movement of realization through different sectors of the alternative space. It is not that you fly through space, but that space moves relative to you in accordance with the choice of your outer intention. Outer intention is the cornerstone of transurfing, of reality transurfing. I'm sorry. Okay, slides. So a slide is a distorted picture of reality. A slide is something you carry around with you in your brain that others do not have in theirs. And there are positive and negative slides, and you have to insert positive slides at all times. Visualization is using the imagination to create a mental picture of a goal in as much detail as possible and carrying the picture in your mind as a slide. Transurfing visualization. In transurfing, the visualization practice involves imagining a mental picture of the process of moving towards your goal, whereby significantly quickening the work of outer intention through, slides. And you can use affirmations, or you can use affirmations and slides can be integrated, but always be inside the slide. Work inside the slide. Don't watch it or anything like that. A transfer chain is a consecutive path towards a goal in the alternative space. Every link represents a separate chain, mentally picturing the realization process of your current link in the transfer chain, and frail is the characteristic frequency of the soul. So this is what I wanted to go over with you tomorrow, is about coordination. Gosh, this worked really good earlier. Okay, coordination. You do not need confidence or faith. You need coordination. Coordination is taking pleasure in thinking about the goal as if it had already been reached, letting go of the grip of control over the script and going with the alternatives flow, helping along with the oar of pure intention. Coordination is the most effective means of moving through the alternative space. You perceive every event as positive, taking conscious intentional action. Coordination develops with practice. Be aware when you are drawn into a negative game. So, okay. So, if we want to talk about reality transurfing and how it differs from what we just discussed. This is you. And again, here are your goals. Your house, with your pool. You're traveling all around the world. Or your dream job. Oh, God. Singing, photographing, painting, all kinds of things, right? So there's a lot that go. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things here. So the first thing is intent. Intent to have. And zero importance, meaning you don't subscribe anything in importance. Being cool-headed, like he said, cool-headed. Detachment. detached. And so what happens is you already have this. You already have this because you have made the choice. Instead of saying I want it, you're saying I already have this. Outer intention. Outer intention. Because you have this. And remember what we were saying about outer intention. Is that outer intention is the cornerstone of reality transurfing. So that's very important to keep that in mind. But that's not all. You need unity of heart and mind. Heart and mind. And you need 0 negative thoughts. Nothing. No negativity. Nothing. Okay, that's hard. You gotta practice. 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 But the most important thing, you gotta have your slide. I forgot. Here's your slide. And your slide is to live in your goal. And what I mean by that is, let's just take your house for example. So you go over here, you're already here, you already got this. You go in your house, right? You go lay out, you go for a swim, you go lay out by your chair, by your pool. You can, you can incorporate something in here. You could paint on your chair in your pool or read. You can watch the sky as the birds fly by. It's a sunny day. You can make a table here, that you would sit on. So add things to your house, make it your own. And you got to do this 30 minutes a day, every day. Every day. You have to have conscious awareness whenever you have a negative thought. You have to catch yourself. Catch yourself when you have a negative thought and turn it around. That you get better at this through habit and practice. Because I know it's hard in the beginning, but it'll get better through habit and practice. Whenever you find yourself thinking negatively, you have to have that conscious awareness. And I know I'm forgetting something because there's so much, but we're just at the beginning and we'll go through this more tomorrow. But outer intention, okay? You already have this. You've already got this. This is a done deal. Done deal. You have 0 importance. You're cool-headed. You're detached. You have unity of heart and mind. You have 0 negative thoughts. You just have the intent to have. And you're practicing this. Okay? So, what happens is, where is the excess potential? Where is it? It's gone. Balanced forces come in here, swoop down, and they go, oh, never mind. So now your energy is connected to your goals. The alternative space here moves you to a lifeline where you're closer to your goals. And then if you practice this every day, something's going to happen that you didn't expect. It always is the case. But Oh, I forgot something that's pretty important is self-love. You have to love yourself. Say I love you. Love yourself. Love your heart. And what we'll do is we are going to go over more of this tomorrow. But like we discussed, this is today, and 5 years from today, you're in the same spot. No closer to your goal. If you use reality transurfing, you will get your goal if you do it right. It requires a lot of things that goes with it. So tomorrow, what we're going to do is we are going to read chapter 13 on coordinating intent, and we're going to try to do better diagrams if we can, and hopefully you understand this. There's one quick thing that I wanted to talk about, is that this is the alternative space, right? And you might ask, like I did, why is there an alternative space? Who made it? Why is it there? How did it get there? Where did it come from? And the author of Reality Transurfing, let's bring the book back up again because we're almost done here, answered that question. And he said, I don't know. So that's a very honest answer, and it's a very truthful answer. It could be God. Is it God? Maybe, maybe not. The great thing about this is that you don't have to believe in God, or you can believe in God. It doesn't matter, because it isn't anything to do with that. It's to do with what I just explained to you is energy and thoughts and science. And so if you want to believe in God, you can and still follow this. And if you don't, you can and still follow this. So, but I hope that, this is the first day, so I hope that I gave you some ideas. And I will see you tomorrow. And thank you so much.